Aquarius, welcome to your energy reels. It's my pleasure to read for you. Okay, already a card. As you know, these readings are timeless and signless, so you don't have to have any significant Aquarius placements in your chart for these messages to be for you, and you don't have to be watching at the time that I'm publishing this video. If the messages are for you, then chances are, well, they're for you. Of course, use your own discernment, and you know better than that, Aquarius. Who uses discernment better than our aqua people? But that being said, if it doesn't resonate with you, I would invite you to take a step back, come back later, and see if the messages do resonate for you. Okay, if you'd like to work more personally with me, we do teaching, healing, and mentoring services. You know where to find us. Check my Etsy link on this page that you're watching. All right, so I do want to say that before I jumped into the reading, like literally right before I pressed play on this or record, the Five of Swords fell out. And immediately I got this, let's see if it comes out again, but the image I got, the image on it is this woman, this witch, who made a mistake, and now she's like crying about it. But actually the energy, 1 minute 11 seconds, that was coming off of it was like, oh, she threw her hat into the ring, basically. I tossed my hat into the ring, and now I can't watch to see what happens. But it's kind of like, okay, I'm playing the lotto, or I did a thing, you know, I put my name in for this competition, and now I want it so bad, and I just don't know if it's going to work out, and I'm too scared and too jazzed up to look, so somebody else check for me. That's the energy. But as I was feeling her energy, it's almost like she didn't see how like good luck this is. It's like imagine somebody taking a course, for example, taking a semester somewhere, taking 4 courses, and vying for the top spot to be a part of, let's say, a mission to a space mission to another planet or another star system somewhere. And so of course, you know, everyone and their mother might be trying to pass these courses so that they could be in the runnings, and everyone's nervous about it, and she's like, oh, I'll never get it, and I can't watch, the grades are being posted on the wall right now, I can't watch, somebody else watch for me. And then she doesn't know, but she makes the grades, or like she aces all of her tests, like 4.0 average, and on top of that has special accommodations, what am I saying? Is it special commendations? What am I saying? I commend you, yes. Special commendations, not special accommodations. Such a word nerd. Anyway, special accommodations. I don't even know if I've ever said that word out loud, so I have to double check that. Where special recommendations, everything. Now the guides are just trolling. They're just like, recommendations? Yeah, thank you. And so she's, because of her progress and her work and her everything and the recommendations from others, it's placed her into, you know, the status that she needs to be one of the passengers aboard that ship. But she doesn't know yet. She's still in that phase like, oh, let me actually see if that card is, I want to show you guys the card just so you know. So Aquarius, there it is. It's the Five of Swords. But look at it. See how she's like, oh no, did I get it right? Sorry, excuse the sunlight, guys. 3 minutes, 33 seconds. Of course, we always want to let the sun in because God is good, right? But she's like, but this just looks like pandemonium. But really, again, the energy is like, oh, I can't watch. I can't wait. Like, somebody else tell me, did I make it? Am I doing this? Anyway, so that's what I'm getting for you, Aquarius. Ooh, Devil card. Okay. Sorry, I was just gonna say, yeah, that sounds fun. Let's see what's going on. Then this, right? So let's talk about that. Okay, why do we have the Devil card here? Now, in a sense, when first of all, you heard what I said. I said in a sense, but energetically what I heard was innocence. Okay, so this makes total sense. You have to stay out of your mind, stay out of your head, because I was going to say in a sense, when you are in this liminal space or liminal state where you're like waiting and you're so wanting something, but you're so afraid to look because you want to be balanced about it, but if you look and you hear bad news, it's going to crush you. And so you're trying to navigate that and negotiate that situation then you kind of get yourself into, I guess, a Schrodinger's cat situation where it's kind of like, well, is this going to be, is this cat still alive right now or is it dead, right? I mean, it's been some time in this box, and in this liminal state where we know that the cat's in there, because last person, we all watched the last person put that cat in there, and then now here we are some time later, we don't know. The cat could still be alive, gasping, or it could have transitioned and is now, enjoying catnip on the other side somewhere, God bless. But in that one moment, both potentials are possible. They're both live potentials going on. And so what the guides are trying to say is, while you're in this liminal state, please do not allow your thoughts, your devilish thoughts, to intercede. I'm getting the word intercede, and I'm getting intervene. If you're going to have anything intercede on your behalf, let it be spirit. And in other words, if you're going to have any thoughts about this or any feelings about this, make sure that those thoughts and feelings are specially curated to be positive ones. Let me go ahead and walk over across my room to just write this title very quickly, because I want to get it right here. Thank you. Wanted to get the title out. It just came to me. So it's like, be like this person. Notice it's the Three of Wands. This Three of Wands denotes waiting. It has different other meanings, but right now it's coming through with this energy of waiting. But what I'd like to point out to you is, again, in this liminal state, use your mind wisely. Close off whatever you think you know. Whatever you think you're seeing, whatever you think you're thinking, whatever you think you're feeling. All of those are just fear-based, so get rid of them. Remember, Schrodinger's cat, cat's alive or dead. Think about it. You've either secured, you could possibly have secured a seat on this spacecraft, or you may not have made it. But right now, you actually have no idea. So any thought, feeling, or whatever gut reactions you have coming up, I'm just going to call BS on it. So that's why they said specially curated. If you're going to sit here and curate your beliefs about something, because that's all it is, because you don't know. If you're going to sit here and curate your beliefs about anything, go ahead and make it positive. So that's why she's like using her divine wand. She's like, and in her waiting period, closing off whatever thoughts are coming up to her. Look at that. Yeah. Look at this. The high priestess showing literally hidden information. It's like, I don't know. How could I know? So some of you may actually, like, let's take this higher, because remember we're reading from a higher perspective, so we're looking at energetic dynamics. But when we go down to this closer to this dimension, then we start getting into the details, the he said, she said, and which area of your life, and blah blah blah, right? And that's where it becomes the realm of a personal reading, and come see me. But that being said, let's hover here at the lower end, for example, and look at this dynamic. For example, let's say that you just started dating somebody. There literally are no guarantees. But if you're like me and you're like you don't like that to be in that space of not knowing, like, what am I doing? What's happening? Which is many people in general. You have to understand that literally you cannot know, because how can you make guarantees? How can you make commitments? How can you, if you can't even, if you're coming to me to tell you about your energy field, what are you, I'm just saying, what are you doing coming up with your own ideas about what your future could hold? And on top of that, making them negative, right? And so that's the advice here. It's hidden information. It's not readily available to you. It's not readily available to that person. There are certain things that are just not in the control of the players at the time. That's an example of it in a relationship. So why worry about what is going to happen or what may not happen, or will this person still like you and this and that? It's impossible to know. In, let's say, contextualizing this again, let's put it into the context of, selling your home. Your realtor may be trying to wax poetic about what they think they know about the market and this and that and blah, 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 because they're supposed to, right? But they don't know any better than Tom, Dick, and Harry, right? And so you have to understand that there are just going to be things that your realtor is just not going to know. So you're going to have to move differently, for example, in that sense. So stop thinking about, oh, will I or won't I, or is this or is it not? It's just wasting your time. And that's what's coming through for you, Aquarius. One of the messages coming through for you. What is this? Collaborate. Oh, wow. That's so funny because when I said, what is this? I literally heard big baby, a big baby. And I picked it up and I said, and I turned it over and it said collaboration, and it just fell right out of my hands. And look at, I just peeped at what's on the bottom of the deck. Independence, so not collaboration, right? But it's like, why? Some of you are being a little bit of a baby about things. I don't want to collaborate if. I don't want to do this together if. If you're not going to, then I'm not going to, I'd much rather be on my own. Okay, it's kind of like, stop it. Sorry. Don't hate the messenger. But, yeah. It's kind of like you're being called to have a more mature standpoint, is what I'm getting. 11 minutes, 22 seconds. So some of you out here, I'm seeing some of you are trying to build. Let's go ahead and put a card up here. Some of you are trying to create a Three of Wands. Oh, I heard Three of Cups, but a Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, commitment or connection or collaboration, and so you're trying to literally collaborate. You're trying to do something or build something that requires collaboration, and yet here you are not collaborating. And the question is, well, what's stopping you from the collaboration? Here we have the full speed ahead, the Chariot card, but look, we have the this way and the that way. So now we're looking at confusion, right? So the question is, what is it that you want? Look, here we have two. What is it that you want? Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Do you want to, guys, can we just appreciate how these cards are just falling? Thank you, Spirit. Yay, round of applause to the organization principle of the divine, right? This one. Okay. Oh, this one. Just got some parent issues here for some reason. Hermit card. This is the problem. Ooh, parent issues. Got it. This is the problem. You're coming from, I just heard three things. I was going to say hermit mindset, but I heard Mercury mindset, and I heard, oh God, it was so quick. Hermit, Mercury, and I forgot the last one. I'm so sorry, but I'm also going to throw in now miracle mindset is what you need. Miracle, as A Course in Miracles teaches us, is just a change in perception. You have to be open-minded. But what I'm getting here is you're coming from a mindset of total independence and like doing it yourself, but it's trauma based. That's why I felt parent issues. We don't care what's underneath this card, right? Because we're reading the back of the card right now, but I felt parent issues going on there. Of course, that's why you're feeling torn in two. You want to do something, whether it's getting into a relationship or something that literally requires collaboration and building. And yet, when it comes to the collaboration and building, you're not trying to be about that life because you have so many fears built up around what it is that you're trying to go into. Well, I can't know if you really want to commit, so you're not spending time with me, and what does this mean? And so whatever, I'm just going to go back to myself. Look, if you're going to go back to yourself, you're going to have self situations, and then you're going to always wonder. But you can't be about yourself and be not, you can't not be a team player and then want to build something that needs to come through teamwork. Does that make sense? So here we have literally give and take with the Six of Pentacles. This is the agreement that needs to happen for collaboration to occur, and the agreement is the T word. It's trust, right? I was going to turn it and they said this way. Makes sense. The Moon card is now they want to turn it this way to you. The Moon card is your fears, illusions, and you guys know on this channel we're big about saying no to illusions. Deprogramming. Course in Miracles. Come see me. Wow, so coffee out here. But you have to get rid of those fears. What's this? Stop it. This is carrying the more traditional. This is the fear-based stuff. This is not going back to the will they, won't they, and then it happens energy we started off with. Okay, so basically, get your act together. We gotta make this happen.